the house.
Alex, how are we doing?
You know what is lovely about going on shows? People say stupid things, stupid things, and it's amazing. It's amazing how these things happen. You know what I mean? Because there's one thing you said is that I need to be happy, and then that Manny guy came on, and you're giving waxing lyrical, saying, "Oh, he's such a good call because he's such a great supporter of Ange and stuff like that." Yeah, this is why I can't see why we don't.
That we're in a Europa. You seem happier today than you
should
were on
be
Thursday.
happy. We should be happy.
You
and all
seem
the,
happier today, Alex. You
should be happy
today.
and everything else, yeah. And we should. I don't know why he's not getting any credit in the bank. Oh, why? Well, this is why. Yeah, this is why. Right? Okay, we beat Bodo Glimt, which we expected to beat Bodo Glimt. I don't want to hear the nonsense saying, "Oh, yeah, it was hard. It was so hard because we went over there." And if anybody was, like I said on my show, Mr. Box Office TV, who said that we're going to win Europa League, by the way, so I must be a happy clapper. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and this is not me angry, by the way. I'm just explaining it because people think I'm angry. You know what I mean? It's having character, having personality. Try it sometime. You know what I mean? You know. So when people say, "Oh, you know what? You should give him credit and everything else," even though we beat Bodo Glimt, which was so easy, by the way, because everyone was waxing lyrical. Well, we had an easy run.
Lazio didn't find it that easy.
Easy run. I don't care.
Didn't find it so easy.
I don't care. We're told we got great players like Bentancur, who was just doing his normal thing. Basuma was doing his normal thing. Romero was doing his normal thing. Yeah, right. But what do we do again? Go back to Ange again. It's just the same thing we've seen the whole season. The whole season. Oh yeah, see 6-yard box as well, Bob. You know what I mean? I would love to debate him because he talks absolute nonsense as well, by the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm sorry. I'm not hearing this nonsense anymore. You know? He needs to go. He needs to go
before
after
the final?
Europa League. It don't matter.
So you're going to give him the final?
No. He's got to go after the final. He's got to go because this is not changing next season. It's going to get worse. Players are not going to improve. We're not improving.
So we'll get
we
relegated.
Are not improving.
Will we get relegated next season?
Bro, I don't know if we'll get relegated. But if the teams are that bad from the Championship next season, I mean, we won't get relegated. But I mean, we can't carry on like this. We cannot carry on like this. Man United are not out of the woods either, by the way. Right? They shouldn't be taken away from criticism either. Right? Because this is awful from them as well. But the fact that we are both in Europa League is an absolute travesty. The Europa League has not been great this season. It's not been great. And let's be honest here, we have been very lucky with the teams that we've got. By the way, like I said, I woken up after Frankfurt, by the way, because he knew what time it was. Yeah, it's not him with the tactics, right? His coaching staff are doing it and the players are doing it. And it's quite obvious that's happening, right? Because the fact is, why is he not carrying on doing the same thing that he's done in Europa League? Why is he not playing Basuma and Bentancur the way that they were playing in Europa League?
Because we're resting players for the Europa League.
That's a load of crap. Because that's a load of crap.
It's not. Bro. It's not, is it?
That's a load of crap.
It's not.
No, because he wants to go back to Ange because
wait.
that's
so
all
Alex,
he knows.
Alex, you think if we weren't in the Europa League final, that the lineup would have been the same today?
Well, no, yeah, well, I knew he was going to play the kids. Yeah, I knew. But
so that's why.
Really, but why is he playing Ange again? Why is he playing high line again? If it works against Man City 4-0. Why did it work against Brentford 2-0? Right? If it worked against bloody Frankfurt? Right? Why if we're playing so great against Bodo Glimt? Why has he gone back to Ange again? And if it is him, he's the worst manager I've ever seen in my life. He's the worst manager I've ever seen in my life, then. Because he's obviously not there, technically there. Palace, right, I've got an FA Cup match 6 days away. And they play their full team. I knew they were going to play their full team because Glasner said straight away.
Did they play midweek?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, Bob. Doesn't matter because I'm sorry, but Sim, if you're going to have the same energy, I want the same energy. If this manager stays next season, I want the same energy, right? When we're in Champions League, right? Everyone's having a laugh at Aston Villa, yeah? What did Aston Villa do? They're playing their full team, not moaning.
Who's
They're
having
not
a laugh
moaning.
at Aston Villa?
But they're not moaning. They're not moaning, no,
them?
bruv. They're not moaning. They're playing Champions League every single week. Yeah, we're playing Europa League, which we're lucky.
Who's having a laugh at
So
them?
why are you giving excuses to this absolutely bang average manager? Why are you doing this for, bruv? I love you, bruv, yeah? As a personally, bruv. But football-wise, this is deluded. This is absolutely deluded. I'm sorry, bruv. Yeah, the flack you gave me on Thursday, you're telling me this. You're taking a mick out of me, bruv.
What?
You're taking a mick.
If what?
No way, bruv. I'm not having this manager taking a mick out of us anymore, bruv. You know what I mean? He's been trolling us since bloody Frankfurt. He's been trolling us.
Trolling us, but could give us a European trophy. Could give us a major European trophy.
The idiot at the goal last season to tell us, oh, where's the mentality from the Tottenham fans after Man City? He had the gall, the absolute gall to say that we've got, our mentality. Where's his mentality, bruv? Where's his mentality, bruv?
We always win something in his second season. That's not a bad mentality.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got.
That's not a bad thing to have.
Hey,
no, he's chatting shit. He's chatting absolute rubbish.
If he wins that trophy, then that's
well, cool. He's
that's
the most
worth
successful
it.
manager in Tottenham's history. I've said it on my channel already. But bye-bye, goodbye, out the door. I've had enough of him. I'm sorry, I'm done with this guy. This guy has made me not go to games anymore, bruv. I've had enough of this idiot. You know what I mean?
Alex, you going to Bilbao?
Bruv, I can't go to Bilbao, bruv. Unfortunately, I can't. But that's another story, bruv. Yeah, I'm just milking Sim because he was chatting absolute rubbish on Thursday.
What?
You know what I mean? This is what happens.
This is what
happens when you chat rubbish to me, bruv. This is what happens when you chat rubbish to me, bruv. This is what happens.
I knew we were going to lose today. I knew we were going to lose today.
I'm sorry, no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having this.
We got a European
idiot
final.
Of a manager chatting rubbish.
Wait, Alex, wait, slow down.
No, bro.
No, because you just said a few seconds ago, right? If he wins that trophy, he's going to be our most successful manager.
Yes, true, yes.
So
but
on one side,
it should be this
so you're saying potentially our most successful manager is an absolute idiot.
Yes, he is. He is an idiot. Because why is he not playing the same tactics he played against bloody thing then?
Because
the same tactics. Why is he playing Ange? Then Kulu gets injured all of a sudden. Nearly gets injured all of a sudden.
Because it was a rough challenge.
And then what did he do? Okay, this is really good though. Oh, let's put all our first teamers on the sub bench, yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, because we want to rest them, right? But even put Vicario on the bench, which makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense.
Well,
because
give Kinski a game. Well, it doesn't even matter at this point.
Why does Kinski need a game for?
Why not?
Are we charity or something like, bruv? Are we a charity or something?
He's a good keeper.
Well, no, but it makes no sense, bruv. He's a goalkeeper. He can play. He can play every game.
He's a good keeper.
We got a game till bloody Eton Villa, bruv.
Alex, has Vicario been good in the Premier League recently?
It don't matter. He's our first choice. If he's our first choice, he can manage it. It doesn't matter.
Maybe Kinski should deserve a shot in the Premier League given Vicario's
that's a
recent
joke,
performances.
bruv. Oh, come on now.
Why is that a joke?
Why are you making excuses,
What
Sim,
excuses?
Why are you making excuses? You're making excuses.
Me and Ben have sat here saying we wouldn't mind Vicario being dropped for these games because he's been terrible in the Premier League.
Oh, this is where the mentality of our fans. I'm sorry.
Do you think Vicario's been bad in the Premier League recently, Ash?
I'm not mad at Vicario not.
No, I'm saying in the Premier League he's not been good recently.
No, he hasn't.
And I think Kinski deserves a shot at it.
Yeah.
He needed a break.
Quite a few fans wanted to see.
Wait, so Alex, what would
to protect Vicario, isn't it? They wanted Vicario to be protected for the final.
Yeah.
I think that's what people's thinking was.
Alex, what would your lineup be today then? What should it have been?
I would have played the same team.
As against what today?
As Bodo, yeah.
Oh, it's Bodo.
I would have played the same team.
And if we would have got injuries, what would you have said then?
Tough luck. We need form. We need form. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, like I'm not being funny. But being the worst season of how long, it must mean something to this manager. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing.
And if we win the
And
first
if we
European
don't win
trophy
this,
in 40 years, that must mean something to you.
well, yeah, but at the same time, it's 50-50 still.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 still.
So
as far as I'm concerned, yeah,
he has to do it.
So he has to do it. But like I said, if he doesn't leave at the end of the season, right? He's gonna. Well, I think he's gone anyway because Prodigy's not gonna put up with this. He ain't putting up with this. I'm sorry. I don't even like Prodigy, but he's not. He ain't putting up with this. He's the one that sat bloody Nuno, who he picked last time. So I'm sorry, he ain't putting up with this, right? So like, I'm sorry, he needs to go. He needs to go. I'm gonna have the same energy, right? I will celebrate when we win Europa League, right? Because I'm not gonna not celebrate.
Will you go
but
to
at
the
same
Open
time,
parade? Will you go
but
to
at the same time, I'm gonna have the same energy for this manager. He needs to go.
Wait, Alex,
right?
can I
He
ask,
don't deserve any more than time than that.
If we win the trophy, will you go to the Open Top Bus Parade with an Ange out banner?
Well, I wouldn't do that because I don't think that's really appropriate. No, I wouldn't do that. No,
you wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that because I think there's times like the protest. There's times where you don't go there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I've got the same energy because this manager has made me not want to go to games anymore, and that for me is dumb for me.
Do you want to go to Bilbao, Alex?
Bro, you know the conversation we had personally.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go?
You know the conversation we had personally.
If you could, would you
You
go?
know the conversation we had personally.
If you could go, would you go?
Asthmatic, you know the conversation we had personally.
I don't know what he's on about, honestly.
You know exactly what what sort of conversations we've had already personally. I'm not going to go there because no one wants to see. I don't think your viewers deserve to have a nice Mr. Box Office, bruv. You don't want to see Alex be nice. You don't want to see Alex be nice.
Would you want to go to Bilbao if you could?
Bruv, you know any Tottenham fan would want to go to the Bilbao. You know
so you want to
that.
go to
You know that.
So that's a game you want to go to.
You know that, bro.
That's a
You
game
know
you want to
that,
go
bro.
to.
But at the same time, don't try and change. No, don't do this. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this stuff. Don't try and change the subject, bro. You know what you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to do. I
know you're trying to do. Anyway, bro, this is only supposed to be 5 minutes. Anyway, this is only been 5 minutes because other people need to have their time and sign. You know what I mean?